Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Michael Thomas.
Jerry Burton.
Yeah, I work with FAA, and I've been in safety, oh my goodness, since I went to Lowry every weekend. I got my safety feet, and I stayed with the Air Force for like 14 years doing safety and health. And I finally got a chance to come here in Washington, D.C. area, and I was given an opportunity to come to the Coast Guard. So I stayed with the Air Force 14 years, 5 years with the Coast Guard in safety, and I went on detail to FAA. Detail, supposed to be for a year. 30 years later, okay, I'm still at the FAA. So what I've been doing lately for the FAA is recruiting, and not just for safety people, but for folks in all the different disciplines. Engineers, people that can repair things. You know, we have 74,000 pieces of equipment in our national airspace system. Of those pieces of equipment, we have about 2,000 people that have to repair, maintain, install, all of that stuff. So the other part of that is that we have a lot of people retiring.
Okay.
Like myself, very shortly, it'll be my turn. So I'm trying to go out and bring young folks in, and we're trying to increase the avenues to be able to go out and bring people in. We go to shows like, OPAC, Organization of Black Airline Professionals.
Correct.
And we found a lot of folks there. We went to the Black Engineer of the Year Award. We've gone to that, searching for engineers. We get on Handshake and go online and try to get folks to college fairs. And one avenue I never realized exists was your organization. So please tell me, what outreach do you all have that we could possibly tap into? I've been being here at the conference. I heard some things about all the different chapters you have, and I heard the success that you've been able to have with bringing young folks in to be pilots and things like that. What about the folks that are seeking like engineering jobs and working with computers and all of those areas? What do you all have that you could help us out with?
All of that. No, really, a lot of people have that misconception that Tuskegee Airmen were just pilots, and specifically P-51 Red Tail pilots.
Right.
That's a highly celebrated part of who we are. Highly celebrated. Okay. They also flew other airplanes. With those other airplanes, they needed skills. They needed skilled professionals to keep the airplanes in the air.
Wow.
For every one airplane, they estimate that there were between 9 and 13 other individuals that were in aviation-related career fields to keep those airplanes in the air and the pilots happy. So who are we at Tuskegee Airmen? We are a national organization. We have approximately 50 chapters. It fluctuates by one opening or one closing. It fluctuates. So we say number 50, which is a good number. Okay? Of those chapters, the membership of those chapters could be 10 members up to, we estimate today, 120 members. Okay? And those chapters were all over the place. Florida has 3 chapters. The eastern region, being Maryland, D.C., and Virginia, there are 4 chapters.
Never knew this.
So they're all over the place, and each one of them, as far as their youth education. So I talked about the legacy part already, which is keeping the legacy of the original Tuskegee Airmen alive and well and moving forward. The second part of who we are is bringing young people into the organization and giving them the opportunity from disadvantaged neighborhoods in our communities.
Yes.
That's our primary focus. Yeah. We are a nonprofit. We do not discriminate. If a young person comes to us and their parents are of means, if they have the desire to take the skills back with them, then exactly, they're going to be delivered those skills. So I'll give you a little bit about myself, and that way you can understand why I have the level standard that I have. I'm in the Air Force enlisted guy. I worked on jet engine mechanics my first 6 years in the military. My first 6 years, I worked on jet engines from the in-shop bearing repair to the test cell. The first 6 years. I learned how to taxi F4s. I learned how to take them in and out of afterburner. so those are the skills that I learned. I can still tell you a J57, B52 engine, how many bearings it's got. Roller ball, roller ball, roller.
Yes.
Those are the skills that you learn and you can't get rid of. And they come in handy later.
Yes.
After those first 6 years, I retrained to be a flight engineer. So from the maintenance side to the inside, learning how to read gauges, learning how to trim an engine, how to get those things set up, how to do takeoff and rotate speeds out of a chart. Those things are essential, and those are things that you don't learn in high school.
Right.
You get the foundation when they take you to calculus and algebra 2. But you know, when it's time to smoke pick on a chart, you need to learn those things. All of those things come together for safety. They come together with engineering, STEM, before it was STEM. All of those things came together for me, and I've had experience with, again, touching engines, touching airplane surfaces, touching the seats of an airplane, going on to learn and fly flight simulators. Testing, not just testing flight simulators. That's computer related. You have to know how the computers are making those gauges work. Those are all skills that aren't flying the airplane. If I had to fly and contact a B-52 to the bottom of a tanker, I could probably do it. But those are things that a young person might find, wait a minute, I can do that? That's so much fun. We do those kinds of connections. Some of our chapters, they have maintenance training. The safety aspect is always there for anything that I believe we do, especially when it comes to aviation. Even if you're not the one flying it, if you see something that you think is not right, it's not connected right, it's not moving right, something's wrong with it, then that's what we like. That's what we hope that a young person will do. We provide scholarships to young people. The chapters do, and we have a national arm of what we do, Tuskegee Airmen Scholarship Foundation. We give scholarships to young people, and we don't tell them that they have to go to a certain school. We have students that go to Emory, Boston University, Yale. They can go and do those things. We hope that the foundation that they have, by getting one of our scholarships, will lead them to aviation law, aviation safety. Those are things that we hope are inherent in them just coming to us.
That's great. That's kind of what we're looking for also. And one of the things I've been doing is I go home to like class reunions, and they have scholarship luncheons, things like that. And I always tell them, you know, if you see it, you can be it. You know, so many times the only thing we see is, you know, you can throw a ball and, you know, make a touchdown and things like that. But they need to see us coming back and showing them success pathways. One of the programs we have is called Pathways. And, you know, we have young folks from high school, and if they can work 30 hours a week, you know, in between their homework and everything else, they get a stipend. We pay, you know, that's high school. And then in college, of course, you know, we have a program, a Gateways program, where if you're in college, you can come on this summer and work, you know, full time. And after a few years of that and getting your certifications, you can be hired. You can be first in line to be hired. So that's what we have, and if we can work with you all to let your contacts with the young populations know that these avenues exist, I think it's a win-win.
I think that's easy. All we need to do is get some documents, some paperwork, so that they can sign up and it goes to the right place. I think that's a simple thing.
And one of the things, go ahead.
Yeah, I've even talked about every now and then we get the email blast about air traffic control.
Yes.
I hadn't even hit on that part. I used to work out at Potomac Tracon.
Okay.
As
So you
an
know.
RPO. And I used to sit there with the students and hear their stories about, in about 7-8 years, I'm going to be fully qualified, be making 6 figures, and the only danger is me falling asleep.
Yeah.
They need to stay awake.
And we got programs for that.
And can retire at 57 and then come back as a contract employee.
What's not to like?
Wait a minute, how come they didn't tell me that when I was young? So absolutely a direct connect, from you to get our young people. I think that's a simple, because not every student wants to go to college.
Right.
They just want to go to work and make money.
And we have some opportunities where you don't have to have college, because as you know, the air traffic control, we have a school down in Oklahoma City that trains folks. And I was in a conference last week at the National Association of Black FAA air traffic controllers. They, talked about the fact that, they have a lot of people who come in and they get the training, and some of the folks who get the training, as opposed to people who go to like Winston-Salem State University, they have a whole lab set up right there. So people off the street can score as good as people who actually go through the full programs. So the only thing is missing is making them aware of the fact that you can be it.
Sure.
So I see my goal is trying to make sure, even in retirement, I would be saying, I would show them examples of us doing this kind of work.
Right.
And you can do it too. Oh, really? Yeah, you can do it, So the more of those kinds of conversations we have, I think the better our whole population will be, because we need the people, they need the work, and, we need to expose our whole population to this kind of lifestyle. Because it's available, it should be available to all. This is America, land of the free, home of the brave.
Should be a win-win. Should be simple.
Yes. So we want to make it happen. And we will continue to work together.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. That's my direct number on the card there.
Okay.
And hopefully I will be able to help spring-load this. We can get it out to whatever area, whatever region you need.
All of your region.
And we can get some, my anticipation is it wouldn't take more than a couple of weeks for the time you say, I need some names, that you will have some names.
That's good. I'd like to empower your regions by giving them the websites and all of that, where they can go to and have direct links to get this information.
We get the information, we can get it on our website, and it'll stay there. But we don't like for things just to reside there. We like to point people. So you let us know. You say, okay, we've been dormant for a little while. Let's push it again. So
this QR code on here will link them to all the information from environmental work, nav aids, radar, communications, automation, all of those different areas.
Perfect.
And certain times of the year it's open, but for them to know that it exists, I think it's the first step. So I'll do what I can to help out.
Absolutely.
All right. This is Mr. Jerry Hawk Burton, everybody. I just want you to know that's who we're talking to today. You just let them know how they contact you.
All right. I'm Jerry Burton. I am the current, as today, tomorrow will be a different national president, but today I'm still the national president, Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated, and you can reach us at through our website, which is TuskegeeAirmen.org, or my current email address is TAI-National President, all one word, at TuskegeeAirmen.org. So, National President at TuskegeeAirmen.org.
Thank you so much, sir.
All
It's
right.
been a pleasure.
We'll make this work.
Let's do it.